Hey, y'all crazier people. People that's crazier than I am. Let's talk. So, had a friend pass away a couple days ago, and this friend of mine, this buddy of mine, was homeless, and I used to go pick up steel, and my steel supplier was by a soup kitchen that my buddy would go to. When I was stopping, I would talk to him. And one day I stopped in, and he's sitting out there, and he says the soup kitchen wasn't open that day. And let me preface this: my buddy would give away everything he had. He had a government-assisted apartment, and if somebody said they needed a place to stay, he would give it to them, and he would live on the street because he said he could do that where they couldn't. So my buddy would give away everything he had in order to make sure someone else had what they needed. I don't want sympathy at all, because I think that he is in a better place and a far better man than I am, and anybody else that honestly I've ever known, whether that's a preacher, a teacher, or a scholar. He's one of the best human beings I've ever met in my life. And one day I stopped in, and I talked to him. He said the soup kitchen was closed. So I went and I got him a hamburger at a little restaurant. I brought it back to him. And I opened it, and whenever I opened it, I looked at it and I said, man, I ain't gonna eat this. This thing looks bad. You want it? Then he said, yeah, I'll take it. And he wolfed that thing down. And then he looks at me and he says, pulls out a Zippo lighter, hands that Zippo lighter to me. And he said, here, I want you to have this. And I opened up the Zippo lighter, struck it, flamed up. And I said, man, I don't smoke. I don't need a Zippo lighter. He said, yeah, but I ain't going to take this hamburger from you and this drink unless you take something from me in return. So, took the lighter. He ate the hamburger, drank the drink, and gave me a big hug, looked me in the eye, square face, right in the face, right in the eye. He said, be careful what you think. And I looked at, wasn't sure what that meant. And then his expression changed, and he says, I love you, man. So I love you too. He said, can I get light before you leave? So I gave him a light off the only Zippo lighter, only source of fire he had to light his cigarettes. Wouldn't take it back for nothing. And he's a far better man, and probably in a far better place than I'll ever be. Sometimes I wonder if every preacher I've ever met, of every scholar, of every saint that I've ever met, there's not a one that I think was a more noble human being than that fellow. And I pay homage to him. And I know he's in a better place because he is one of the most pure human hearts I've ever met on this earth. So, my friend, until we meet again, you've inspired me to be a better person. I hope that it inspires other people to do so as well, because it isn't about what that you have on the outside, it's about who you are on the inside. And he lived that, he proved that. Take care, guys.